What is it like to be? This simple question hides a profound mystery, the mystery of consciousness. We humans experience the world with awareness, with a sense of self looking out. But how does this inner world, this feeling of subjective experience arise? Where does it come from? Scientists and philosophers have pondered these questions for centuries. The nature of consciousness remains one of the most challenging puzzles in science. Some believe it's a uniquely human trait, tied to the complexity of our brains. Others speculate that consciousness might be a more fundamental property of the universe, emerging wherever information is processed in certain ways. The search for answers takes us back to our evolutionary roots. By studying animals, we can trace the development of cognitive abilities and perhaps glimpse the origins of our own self-awareness. The story of consciousness begins long before humans walked the earth. Understanding how consciousness evolved can shed light not only on our past but also on our future. As we develop artificial intelligence, we grapple with the possibility of creating machines that might one day share the world with us as conscious beings. The journey into the mind is a journey into the heart of what it means to be alive and to understand our place in the cosmos. While animals might not ponder the meaning of existence like humans do, many display behaviors suggesting a level of self-awareness. Elephants grieve their dead, suggesting an understanding of death and perhaps even self. Dolphins recognize themselves in mirrors, a classic test of self-awareness. Birds can plan for the future, caching food and remembering where they hid it. These examples hint at the presence of rudimentary forms of consciousness in the animal kingdom. Animals might not experience the world exactly as we do, but they are not simply automatons reacting blindly to stimuli. They exhibit intentionality, emotions, and even a sense of self, albeit less complex than our own. The line between instinct and conscious thought blurs as we delve deeper into the animal world. Octopuses, with their decentralized nervous systems and remarkable problem-solving skills, present another fascinating case study in the evolution of intelligence. Their alien minds challenge our assumptions about the nature of consciousness and raise intriguing questions about the diversity of cognitive experiences that might exist beyond our own species. By studying the behavior and brain activity of various species, we gain valuable insights into the building blocks of consciousness. Each animal, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, offers a unique piece of the puzzle, helping us understand how evolution has shaped minds over millions of years. Understanding how consciousness arises from the physical matter of the brain remains one of the greatest scientific challenges of our time. Numerous theories attempt to explain this leap from neurons firing to the subjective experience of being. Some focus on the structure of the brain, pointing to specific regions or networks that might be responsible for generating consciousness. Others propose that consciousness is an emergent property, arising from the complex interactions of countless neurons, much like a city's character emerges from the collective activities of its inhabitants. The global workspace theory suggests that consciousness arises from a distributed network of brain regions working together, broadcasting information to create a unified sense of self. Further complicating the picture is the role of language in human consciousness. Some argue that language is essential for higher-level thought and self-awareness, allowing us to reflect on our own experiences and construct narratives about ourselves. Others believe that language amplifies an already existing consciousness, providing a richer and more nuanced way to experience and express our inner world. Despite the lack of a single unifying theory, the ongoing research into consciousness is yielding fascinating results. New technologies allow us to peer into the brain with unprecedented detail, revealing the intricate dance of neurons and the complex networks that give rise to our thoughts, emotions, and sense of self. Section 4. Language, the bridge to human consciousness. While many animals communicate through sounds and gestures, human language stands apart in its complexity and expressive power. We use language not only to convey information but also to tell stories, share emotions, and build complex social structures. This ability to manipulate symbols and engage in abstract thought has profound implications for our experience of consciousness. Language allows us to step outside the flow of immediate experience and reflect on our own thoughts and feelings. We can mentally time travel, revisiting past events and imagining future possibilities. We can construct a sense of self that extends beyond the present moment, creating a narrative of who we are, where we come from, and where we are going. The development of language likely played a crucial role in the evolution of human consciousness. As our ancestors began to communicate more effectively, they could share knowledge, coordinate activities, and pass down cultural information across generations. This collective intelligence, facilitated by language, may have created the conditions for the emergence of more sophisticated forms of self-awareness and abstract thought. The intimate relationship between language and consciousness raises intriguing questions about the potential for other intelligent beings, both biological and artificial, to achieve similar levels of self-reflection. Could mastering human language be the key to unlocking higher levels of consciousness in other species or even in machines? Or are there other paths to self-awareness, perhaps ones that we are only beginning to glimpse? Section 5. The expanding circle. Can others join us? The question of whether other animals or AI could achieve human-like consciousness is a subject of much debate. Some argue that consciousness is an emergent property of any sufficiently complex system, meaning that as AI systems become more sophisticated, they will inevitably develop some form of subjective experience. Others believe that consciousness is inextricably linked to our biological embodiment and evolutionary history, making it unlikely that machines could ever truly replicate the human experience. The potential for non-human consciousness raises profound ethical and philosophical questions. If we create machines capable of feeling emotions, experiencing joy and suffering, would we have a moral obligation to treat them as sentient beings? How would the existence of other conscious entities challenge our understanding of our place in the universe? As we continue to explore the nature of consciousness, both within ourselves and in the world around us, we must remain open to the possibility that we are not alone in our capacity for subjective experience. The journey into the mind is far from over. It promises to challenge our assumptions, expand our understanding of the universe, and perhaps even redefine what it means to be human in an age of rapidly advancing technology and expanding possibilities.